Hey guys, today is about alcohol and binging. And just hearing those two words in one sentence, I know that many of you will resonate with this. And you're saying, yes, I definitely do that. Some of you are thinking, I definitely don't do that, but I know other people who do. And others maybe not quite sure, thinking, maybe I do that. It sounds familiar. Tell me more. So, what I'm talking about is when you go out for drinks, and you're feeling really good that night, but at the end of the night, when you get home, all you want to do is raid your fridge. So you eat whatever you feel like that evening. Inhibitions are lowered, goal orientedness is lowered, mindfulness, consciousness, it's all lowered. And depression, especially towards the end of the night before you go to bed, can kick in a little bit. So that's when you go eat. And then you binge eat before you go to bed. Then you go to sleep. Then you wake up the next morning pretty much feeling like crap. You're feeling completely depleted of nutrients, because that is what alcohol does. It depletes the body of nutrients and of hydration. So you're dehydrated and your body isn't necessarily hungry for mass, but it's hungry for nutrition. And so you just eat whatever you want. Maybe you go to brunch or, again, raid the fridge. And there really are no rules at this point. You're just going at it. And there are several issues with this, but definitely if you are battling emotional eating and binge eating, this is huge, especially if you're a regular or semi-regular drinker, meaning you drink at least once a week. And just because we have 7 days in our week doesn't mean that that's how long our bodies need to not drink to feel good and start to actually increase your level of wellness. So I actually challenge you to do a couple of things. One is to see your week when it comes to drinking, to see your week differently. I want you to look at it in terms of 14 or 30 days. And I say that because actually drinking once a week in a 7-day period will not help you get closer to your goals. And this is not about living a life of perfection, and it's not about having full control over what you're doing. It is about some discipline, and it is about trying these new things in order to feel what it's like to get to that next level of wellness. Because if you never feel what that next level is like, you can never move up beyond that, and you can never stay there. Like you will never feel it. And what I'm telling you is that most people out there, most of you, if you are drinking once a week and you are experiencing these binges when you do drink, some people don't, but if this is you and you're resonating with this, don't drink every week. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is limit the number of drinks that you drink when you do go out. So for a lot of women, I think like 2 or 3 is what gets us to that tipsy point of not caring. And for men, it may be a little higher. So you know your body best. So I challenge you to drink about 1 or 2 drinks when you do go out. You can also try drinking none, on those weeks. Don't feel like you don't have to, don't feel like you have to stay home just because you don't plan on drinking when you go out. Definitely go out. Challenge yourself to be in that situation, to dance all out, to mingle and talk to people and be yourself without drinking, okay? Try soda water and lime. So stretch your weeks into 14 or 30 days. Limit the number of drinks that you are drinking when you go out. And those are my tips. I hope this is helpful for you in order to gain perspective on binging and alcohol. And also remember that if this is something that you do, remember that it doesn't end the next day, right? So you drink, you eat, you sleep, you wake up the next morning, you're continuing to eat because you're wanting more nutrients, and you're probably eating that whole rest of the day. And you're probably eating very salty and possibly sugary foods. And those foods are naturally addictive. So what happens is that those foods and those cravings tend to roll into Monday, and they roll into Tuesday, and possibly the rest of the week. Even so, what's happening now is that you're making decisions that are bringing you further away from your goals, and you're making more of them on the weeks that you drink than you are making the decisions that bring you closer to your goals. So it's not about perfection. It's all about making more frequent decisions that will bring you towards your goals. I hope this is helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.